Well, I was very lucky and my family, I guess, was lucky in that so we didn't have anything. And then as we accumulated this, they, like me, experienced each one of the stages of going from essentially nothing to more. And so they actually know what the difference is. We didn't come in with this by experiencing that. So
Your grandchildren might not have had that.
No, I'm saying it certainly could be an issue for the grandchildren. But by experiencing that, I mean, and also knowing what you value somehow gets carried along to them in terms of like what you value. I remember when we renovated a kitchen and the kitchen had to be closed down and we had to go into this little room with a hot plate and everybody. We reminisce about how the dinners were great in that hot plate and so on. So you can know, you went to Maslow's laws and you can know as you go up there what matters. You know, if you got a bed and sleep in and you got good food and you got good relationships, okay, safety, belonging, community, you touched on it. Community is the greatest source of happiness. This isn't me saying this is numerous studies, and there's not much correlation, there's no correlation past a certain basic level of income, amount of money, and happiness. So we know those things, we experience those things, and I'm lucky in a sense that my kids have done that. And then the thing I want to give my kids more than anything, and those grandkids, is self-sufficiency. In other words, you could have any life you want to choose, but you've got to be self-sufficient and you be strong. And I've provided them, I don't know, with a lot of tough love, and they understand the concept of tough love. So but it's definitely an issue, right? The problem of having too much money, we've talked about this. The problem of having too much money, in many cases, is much more than the problem of having too little money. It depends where you are, right? Community, relationships. And it's the greatest reward, the greatest, I think, source of happiness. And so knowing that, but people can become addicted to these things, and you have to be very careful about that. We still, fly commercially, almost generally speaking. My wife is like this. We get in the habit of these things and the kids are like that. So I think it's a big issue, and it's important to experience that, and my grandkids. But I think I'm lucky in that my kids themselves get this, and they're more, in many cases, more austere than I am. I won't get into all that, but it's an important issue. Yeah.